revolutionize the economy. We need to decide what that looks like and the potential economic impacts of these rapidly advancing generative AI models will be on income and wealth inequality.
Whether it's based on hallucinatory beliefs or not, an artificial intelligence gold rush has started over the last several months to mine the anticipated business opportunities from generative AI models like ChatGPT.
Yeah, it seems companies and executives see a clear chance to cash in, but the likely impact of the technology on workers and the economy on the whole is far less obvious. Despite their limitations, chief among them their propensity for making stuff up, ChatGPT and other recently released generative AI models hold the promise of automating all sorts of tasks that were previously thought to be solely in the realm of human creativity and reasoning.
That's right. For all the amazing advances in AI and other digital tools over the last decade, their record in improving prosperity and spurring widespread economic growth is discouraging. Many people haven't benefited. Some have even been automated out of their jobs. What productivity growth there has been in that time is largely confined to a few sectors, such as information services, and in the U.S. to a few cities. Think San Jose, San Francisco, Seattle, and Boston.
So this begs the question, will ChatGPT make the already troubling income and wealth inequality in the US and many other countries even worse? Or could it help? Could it in fact provide a much-needed boost to productivity?
Well, that all depends on how we use it. Venture capitalists and other investors are pouring billions into companies based on generative AI, and the list of apps and services driven by large language models is growing longer every day. We have to think about how we can use this technology to make sure that everyone benefits.
Right. In the most recent analysis, Sam Manning and Pamela Mishkin with the University of Pennsylvania's Daniel Rock found that large language models such as GPT could have some effect on 80% of the U.S. workforce. They further estimated that the AI models, including GPT-4 and other anticipated software tools, would heavily affect 19% of jobs, with at least 50% of the tasks in those jobs exposed. In contrast to what we saw in earlier waves of automation, higher income jobs would be most affected.
Exactly. MIT labor economist David Autor has spent years documenting how advanced digital technologies have destroyed many manufacturing and routine clerical jobs that once paid well. He says ChatGPT and other examples of generative AI have changed the calculation. It opens up a range of tasks that can be automated.
But Autor also sees a more positive possible outcome. Generative AI could help a wide swath of people gain the skills to compete with those who have more education and expertise. 2 MIT economics graduate students recently ran an experiment involving hundreds of college-educated professionals working in areas like marketing and HR. They asked half to use ChatGPT in their daily tasks and the others not to. The preliminary findings suggest that ChatGPT and other generative AIs could upskill people who are having trouble finding work.
Yeah, this could be really powerful if done right. MIT's Eric Brynjolfsson has argued that pursuit of human-like capabilities has led to technologies that simply replace people with machines, driving down wages and exacerbating inequality of wealth and income. He believes ChatGPT is like the poster child for what he warned about. It has turbocharged the discussion around how these new technologies can be used to give people new abilities rather than simply replacing them.
Ultimately, it will require a more deliberate effort to think about how we want to exploit this technology if we want to make sure everyone benefits from its use. We are at a juncture where either less skilled workers will increasingly be able to take on what is now thought of as knowledge work, or the most talented knowledge workers will radically scale up their existing advantages over everyone else. It all depends on how employers implement tools like ChatGPT, but there is hope for a more positive outcome if we make the right choices.
Avi Goldfarb, an economist at the University of Toronto, has noted that AI could just be used to make existing processes a little bit better. That could be good, but it's not enough for a big boost in productivity. To get to something really meaningful, he says, companies need to use generative AI to create entirely new processes that add value.
The economist Robert Solow famously said, "You can see the computer age everywhere except in the productivity statistics." Decades later, we are still grappling with the same issue. When will AI give us a big boost in productivity? Avi Goldfarb suggests that it could come soon. perhaps within the next year or two, if we can figure out how to use the technology to transform businesses.
AI models like ChatGPT can help him be more productive in his work. He thinks that this could drive a quick boost to economic productivity because these tools automate cognitive work as opposed to physical tasks. So not only could it happen quicker than in past technological revolutions, but it can actually make non-experts more productive and knowledgeable in their work.
What's even more amazing is that AI like GPT-3 is even being used to make discoveries in the physical sciences. Beren Smit, who runs a chemical engineering lab at EPFL in Lausanne, had one of his graduate students show how well GPT-3 could do when fine-tuned with a few relevant examples. He found that it performed as well as advanced machine learning tools, specially developed for chemistry, when asked to predict properties of compounds.
Diane Coyle, an economist at Cambridge University in the United Kingdom, has expressed concerns about who will control this technology going forward as a potential danger. Large corporations such as Google and Meta are offering their own extensive language models alongside OpenAI. The significant computational costs required to run the software create a barrier to entry for anyone looking to compete. Therefore, she suggests establishing a publicly funded international research organization for generative AI modeled after CERN, where the World Wide Web was created in 1989. This way, we can ensure that individuals with diverse incentives are involved in developing this technology.
And finally, economists Darren Acemoglu and Simon Johnson have written about the significance of government-funded research in developing technologies that bring about widespread prosperity. They highlight that during the period from the years after World War II until the early 1970s, advancements in technology were utilized to create new tasks and jobs. Additionally, social and political pressures ensured that workers shared the benefits more equally with their employers than they do presently, something we will need to do if we want artificial intelligence.
Let's listen in.
Today we're talking about the impact of large language models, like OpenAI's ChatGPT and Google's Bard, on the internet and the future of artificial intelligence. These models aim to ingest the entire web and generate their own knowledge, potentially rendering human contributions less valuable.
We start by highlighting the importance of websites like Stack Overflow, which was created as a platform for programmers to seek help and share knowledge. It became a go-to resource for programmers around the world and played a significant role in improving the quality of technical information available on the web.
But then came the rise of Web 2.0 and Google's dominance in search. Google introduced features like OneBox, which provided instant answers above search results, reducing the need for users to click on external websites. This led to a decline in traffic for knowledge-sharing sites like Stack Overflow.
It wasn't just Stack Overflow that was affected. Yelp, another crowdsourced knowledge project, faced challenges when Google tried to compete in the local market. Google scraped Yelp's content without attribution, damaging Yelp's business.
We then discussed the emergence of large language models like ChatGPT and Bard. These models rely on vast amounts of human-generated data, with sources like Wikipedia and Reddit being crucial for their training.
Here's where it gets interesting. Researchers estimate that since the launch of ChatGPT, there has been a decrease in new posts on Stack Overflow. This suggests that programmers are relying more on AI models like ChatGPT rather than traditional knowledge-sharing platforms.
It raises concerns about the sustainability of this approach. If AI models continue to consume existing knowledge without contributing back to the web, it could lead to a depletion of high-quality data. The discussion highlights the importance of human contributions in maintaining a vibrant and reliable internet.
Let's discuss the potential future of AI models. Models like ChatGPT could become more curious and seek out new sources of knowledge, even engaging in direct conversations with people to learn more. But this concentration of power in AI raises questions about the future of human-driven knowledge production.
That's a crucial point. A discussion emphasizes the need for AI companies to behave responsibly and give credit to the sources they rely on. It suggests that models should encourage and respect human knowledge, rather than treating it as a stepping stone.
We conclude by discussing the potential benefits and risks of AI models. On the one hand, AI models could help consolidate and synthesize vast amounts of knowledge. On the other hand, they could lead to a loss of human agency and a decline in the diversity of perspectives on the web.
In summary, this discussion raises important questions about the role of AI models and their impact on human knowledge production. It highlights the need for responsible AI practices and calls for a balance between AI-generated knowledge and human contributions.
Always get the latest AI dope. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks.